4 itchy spots on the body that may reveal serious health problems and shorten lifespan after 60. Have you ever felt a persistent itch that made you pause and wonder, is my body trying to tell me something? As we journey through the years, our bodies develop a unique language. They speak to us, not in shouts, but in whispers. Through subtle aches, moments of fatigue, and yes, even through itchiness. Most of us, understandably, just shrug it off. We tell ourselves it is just dry skin, or it is just part of getting older. We reach for the lotion bottle, apply a quick fix, and move on with our day, never suspecting that the skin is merely the messenger. But here is the truth that many seniors overlook. Where you itch matters just as much as why you itch. That irritation on your leg, your back, or your neck might be revealing secrets about your internal health, secrets about your blood circulation, the state of your liver, the health of your nerves, and even hidden nutritional deficiencies. Doctors and researchers in longevity have found that chronic itching in specific areas can actually be a red flag, a silent warning sign of deeper issues that, if ignored, could quietly shorten your lifespan. So, in this video, we are going to decode these signals together. We will uncover 4 specific areas on your body where an itch is more than just skin deep. These are not guesses. They are medical realities. Please stay with us until the very end, because learning to listen to these whispers now might not only help you add years to your life, but ensure those years are lived with greater strength, clarity, and peace of mind. If you are ready to listen to your body, and you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to join our community now. Let's begin. Here is the rewritten version for Segment 1 with new character names and a warmer, more encouraging tone suitable for elderly heart talks. Number 1. Persistent itchiness on the lower legs. It is so easy to dismiss an itch on your shins, calves, or ankles, isn't it? We often tell ourselves, oh, it's just dry skin from the weather, or it's just part of getting older. But when that itch persists, when it stays with you day after day without any visible rash, it might be time to look a little closer. Medical experts have found that for many older adults, this specific type of itching is actually a whisper from your circulatory system. It can be a sign of poor circulation or a condition called Peripheral Artery Disease. Simply put, the life-giving blood isn't flowing as freely to your lower limbs as it should, causing the skin to become dry, sensitive, and itchy. Let's imagine 2 neighbors, Robert and William, both in their early 80s. Robert loves his morning routine. He takes a short, gentle walk around the block every day. He checks his feet, keeps moving, and hasn't noticed any issues. William, however, has found himself slowing down. He feels a bit heavier, tired more often, and tends to sit in his favorite armchair for long stretches. Lately, William has noticed a nagging itch creeping up his legs, especially in the quiet of the night. He keeps applying lotion, thinking his skin is just thirsty. But the relief never lasts long. What William doesn't realize is that this itch is his body's way of signaling that his legs are hungry for oxygen. When circulation slows down, not only does the skin dry out, but the muscles and tissues weaken. We often call the legs our second heart because they play such a vital role in pumping blood back up to the rest of the body. If your second heart is struggling, your whole system feels the strain. But here is the hopeful news. You have the power to improve this. This kind of itchiness is often a call to action, not a cause for despair. Movement is truly the best medicine. Gentle leg exercises, short walks, or even just elevating your feet while you watch television can help get that blood flowing again. Staying hydrated, wearing comfortable compression socks, and reducing salt can also act like a gentle hug for your veins. If you have been noticing an itch on your legs that just won't go away, please don't ignore it. It might just be your body asking for a little help to keep the flow going strong. Number 2. Unexplained itching on the upper or mid-back. We have all experienced that frustration. An itch right in the middle of the back that you just cannot seem to reach. But have you ever considered that while you are trying to reach that itch, your body might be trying to reach you with an important message? For many older adults, a persistent itch in the upper or mid-back is common. It is very tempting to blame it on dry winter skin, or perhaps a tag on your shirt. But this specific kind of itch often points to something happening much deeper inside. In fact, one of the hidden causes of back itchiness in seniors is a quiet struggle within the liver or the kidneys. These are your body's most vital filters. They work hard every day to clean your blood and keep your internal balance. But when these organs come under strain, waste products can linger in the bloodstream. This buildup irritates the nerves, and often the skin on the back, which is very sensitive, is the first place to react. Let's consider two friends, Martha and Susan, both 76 years old. Martha is diligent about her water intake and gets her regular checkups. She moves through her day with ease. Susan, however, has been feeling a deep sense of weariness lately. She noticed her ankles were a bit swollen in the evenings, and she found herself reaching over her shoulder to scratch her back constantly, especially when trying to sleep. She thought, it must be my laundry detergent, so she changed it. She bought expensive moisturizers, but the itch remained, stubborn and distracting. What Susan didn't realize is that this constant, deep itch was her body's way of waving a flag. It was signaling that her kidneys were under a bit of strain, or perhaps her liver wasn't clearing toxins as efficiently as it once did. When these internal filters slow down, it affects everything, from your sleep to your energy levels. The itch caused by this internal strain is unique. It is persistent. It doesn't really go away with lotion, and it tends to flare up at night, stealing your rest when you need it most. Now, I want to be clear. This is not a reason to panic. It is simply a reason to check in. A simple blood test at your next doctor's visit can reveal exactly how well your liver and kidneys are working. Supporting these organs can be simple too. Staying well hydrated helps flush the system, easing up on salt and processed foods. And being mindful of alcohol can lift the burden off these hard-working organs. So the next time your back starts itching for no clear reason, stop for a moment and listen. Your skin might be the first place your body reveals its internal stress. If you are finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below so I know you are with me. Number 3. Frequent itching on the scalp or the back of the neck. When we feel that nagging itch on the back of the neck or the top of the head, it is so easy to dismiss it. We think, oh, it must be dry skin. Or maybe I need to change my shampoo. But often, there is a much deeper story unfolding beneath the surface. For many of us in our senior years, this kind of itch isn't just about the skin. It is a direct line to our nervous system. It is often a signal of deep-seated stress, inflammation, or an emotional burden that we have been carrying for too long. The nerves around the scalp and neck are incredibly sensitive. They are often the very first place to react when our body is under strain, especially the kind of quiet, invisible strain that builds up over time. Let's think about two gentlemen, Arthur and Thomas, both in their late 70s. Arthur has found a rhythm in his later years. He spends his mornings in the garden and his evenings reading. He has a way of letting things go. Thomas, however, has found the silence of retirement a bit heavy. He feels restless at night. His mind races with worries about his children or the world, and he carries a lot of tension without even realizing it. Over the past few months, Thomas found his hand drifting up to scratch his head constantly. First, just while watching the news, then all throughout the day. There was no rash, no flakes, no logical explanation. He bought new pillows and expensive lotions, but nothing soothed the itch. What Thomas didn't know is that this itch was his body's physical way of expressing emotional exhaustion. As we age, our body's ability to turn off the stress response slows down. Instead of relaxing after a moment of worry, we tend to stay in a low-grade state of alert. This keeps our cortisol levels high and our nerves on edge. That tension often settles in the nerve endings of the scalp and neck. This doesn't mean something is terribly wrong, but it does mean your body is asking for kindness. It should never be brushed off. The wonderful news is that you can soothe this itch by soothing your spirit. Simple things like deep breathing exercises, sitting under a tree for fresh air, or reconnecting with an old friend can help reset your nervous system. In Thomas's case, he started making small, gentle changes. He began taking a short morning walk to clear his head and made a point to call his brother every Sunday. He noticed the itching didn't vanish overnight, but it faded gradually, just as the weight on his shoulders began to lift. If you've been dealing with a stubborn itch on your head or neck, and you know it's not an allergy, I invite you to take a deeper look. Ask yourself, how have I really been feeling lately? Not just physically, but emotionally. Your body isn't just reacting to the world outside. It is responding to the feelings you carry inside. Sometimes that persistent little itch is just your nervous system tapping you on the shoulder, gently asking for a little bit of peace. Number 4. Ongoing itching around the chest or abdomen. When we worry about our health, We usually look for the big signs, things like shortness of breath, dizziness, or forgetfulness. But the skin on your chest and belly, yes, right across the front of your body, can quietly speak volumes about what is happening inside, especially when it starts to itch without any clear cause. For older adults, frequent itchiness in this area is often more than just a minor skin issue. It can be a red flag for nutritional deficiencies or malabsorption problems. These are silent struggles that slowly wear down your body's strength, your immune defenses, and your ability to repair yourself. Let's think about two friends, Margaret and Beatrice, both 81 years old. Margaret still finds joy in preparing her meals. She makes small, colorful plates with fruits, greens, and a bit of protein. She might not eat as much as she did 20 years ago, but she makes sure every bite counts. Beatrice, on the other hand, has slowly lost interest in food over the past year. Cooking feels like a chore, so she often skips meals, reaching for just tea and crackers or a little canned soup. She feels full quickly, so she stops eating. Along the way, she started to notice that her chest and belly itched more often, especially in the quiet of the evening. Sometimes the skin felt tender, sometimes just dry. She assumed it was just sensitive skin and tried switching body washes, but nothing helped. What Beatrice didn't realize is that as we age, our digestive system can become a little tired. It becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients, especially vitamins like B12, essential fatty acids, and trace minerals like zinc. When the body doesn't get enough of these, the skin starts to dry out, nerve signals become erratic, and the immune system weakens. The result is that areas like the torso, which are rich with nerve endings, become sensitive, irritated, and itchy. But more importantly, these internal deficiencies quietly affect your muscle strength, your energy levels, and even your brain's ability to stay sharp. The most worrying part of malnutrition in seniors is that it often hides behind a normal-looking weight. You might not be losing pounds, but your body could still be starving for what it needs to maintain itself. That is why persistent itchiness in this central part of your body is more than just an annoyance. It can be an early sign that your engine is running low on the fuel it needs to keep going strong. The encouraging part is that this is one of the most fixable issues we have talked about today. Improving your nutrition doesn't require complicated diets. Simple additions, like a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, some fresh berries, or even a quality multivitamin, can work wonders over time. If you have been noticing itchiness across your chest or belly, and you haven't been eating as well as you used to, please consider this a gentle reminder to nourish yourself. Do it not just for comfort, but for your longevity. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now that we have walked through these 4 specific messages together, I want you to take a quiet moment. Ask yourself, have you noticed any of these signs lately? An itch here or there might seem like nothing, but as we have seen today, it can hold a deeper meaning. From the flow of circulation in your legs, to the quiet work of your liver, from the stress carried on your shoulders, to the nourishment your body craves. Your body is always trying to speak to you. The most important thing to remember is that your body doesn't shout. It whispers, and often those whispers come through the skin. But please do not let this worry you. Instead, see every one of these signs as an invitation. It is an invitation to check in, an invitation to slow down, an invitation to give your body what it truly needs before a small warning becomes a bigger problem. You can walk a little more. You can eat a little better. You can rest a little deeper. Because the goal isn't just to add years to your life, it is to add life to your years, living them with clarity, independence, and joy. Listening to your body's early signals, even the ones that itch, is one of the smartest ways to do just that. Now, I would love to hear from you. Did any of these signs sound familiar to you today? Or perhaps you have a story about how listening to your body improved your health. Please leave a comment below. Your thoughts and experiences are so valuable to our community. And finally, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Elderly Heart Talks and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. We are here to help you live with strength and peace of mind. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourself.